There's increasing evidence that the Trump camp thinks that they're in some trouble, perhaps broadly, but in particular coming out of the Madison Square Garden rally. The jokes about Puerto Rico and other jokes attacking basically every group that isn't white people hardly seem to be helping them. And now you're seeing headlines all over the place like this. Sources inside of the Trump team fearing damage from those remarks. The fallout specifically spreading like wildfire in Pennsylvania. And let's start there. So a nonpartisan Puerto Rican group drafted a letter urging its members to oppose Trump on election day. Other Puerto Rican voters were lighting up WhatsApp chats with reactions to the display, raising it in morning conversations. Some are planning to protest Trump's rally on Tuesday in Allentown, a majority Latino city with one of the largest Puerto Rican populations in the state. What amazing synergy there. The arena Trump is speaking at is located in the middle of the city's Puerto Rican neighborhood. I mean, I can't wait to see what that protest is like. One of the campaign officials anonymously in the Trump camp said that it was a political gift given to the Democrats. And as David had mentioned earlier in the show, across Pennsylvania, 600,000 eligible Latino voters. The latest count I saw, more than 470,000 of them are Puerto Rican. It's one of the greatest concentrations outside of the island. And so when you combine that with the fact that some notable celebrities like Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, just in the last couple of days have endorsed Harris, like this is exactly what he does not need in Pennsylvania and in some of these other swing states. I can't wait to see what sort of protests there might be like.
A storm is tearing up the digital media industry. Only our audience can save us in these difficult times. Help us reach our goal of 100,000 new members at tyt.com/team.
Now, there is a week until the election. Maybe that's enough time for him to come out and say something crazy. David, I think he's likely, he did a press conference earlier today. I think he might do another press conference to try to ward this off. I have no doubt that his strategy will be to just claim that Harris is a racist or something. I don't think he has the capacity or the wits to divert this story, but maybe there's enough time for it to die down in the popular consciousness. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the impulse of the Trump campaign staffers, I think, was correct to quickly say, hey, we don't approve of this joke. We didn't vet it, even if that was a lie. Basically say that this was wrong. And there are a number of Republicans who came out and said this was wrong. But for Donald Trump, I think at his news conference, he came out, not only did he not apologize, but he described the rally as a love fest, that there was love everywhere. Well, there's Donald Trump digging his grave even deeper, because now it's not just that this horrible stuff was said, but now we have Donald Trump lying about it, which is going to draw even more attention to, okay, Donald Trump says it was a love fest. Well, let's play the clips of all the different horrific things that were said and let people judge for themselves. So instead of this becoming a 2-day story, now it's going to become a 4 or 5-day story. And I think to your point, at some point, I think this week, I think you're right, he does something extreme, maybe another news conference, does something to try to change the focus, because he's got to get out of this somehow.
Yeah, and look, generally my guess would be he's going to say something else that's really damaging, but maybe not as specifically damaging. Like he can't. The only positive thing I can think of is maybe he finds another tax to remove. That seems to be his go-to is, we'll take away taxes on Snapples, specifically in Las Vegas. I don't know. Maybe he'll have something like that. But I think he is not the sort of person that can weather feeling pressured or feeling like under the gun. He does not react well there. I think he's going to say something absolutely wild. And likely, there's a chance he may try to make the case for how it's fair to say that it's garbage. It's garbage because the Democrats made it garbage. I don't know, but definitely stay tuned. And bear in mind, this is not just about Pennsylvania. There are sizable Puerto Rican populations in North Carolina, Wisconsin, and Michigan as well. And every one of those states is like within a point in the most recent polls. A hell of a way to throw the numbers off in the final moments of the race. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.